faithful Niner Empire. What's good? You know who it is. It's your boy, Jay in the Bay. Wow. What an incredible victory that is for the San Francisco 49ers. Man, faith was definitely tested in this game against the Green Bay Packers. The Green Bay Packers, hey, they played well, at least that first drive. They went down the field, scored on us, but their offense was never the same after that. Credit to this 49ers defense for sure for keeping us in the game. And who would have thought, faithful? Who would have thought that the 49ers special teams would win this game with the blocked field goal by Jimmy Ward, even though he gave up a play earlier on in that drive by the Packers. You talk about the Jordan Willis blocked punt. Talanoa Hufanga recovered it, went into the end zone, scored a touchdown. That tied it up at 10. Deebo Samuel had a nice kickoff return at the start of the third quarter. That allowed us to score our first points of the game. And, man, who would have thought the 49ers would score their first points in the third quarter? And, man, that was just an incredible game to watch. We gave the Packers all they could handle. Same for us. They gave us all they could handle as well. But what an incredible game. I can't believe it. This team is going to the NFC Championship game. We're waiting the winner of the Buccaneers and Rams. Who would have thought, right? Who would have thought that this team would be here in this situation, in this position, one game away from the Super Bowl? This is incredible. Let's say what's up to the people in them comments. Yeah, because this show is nothing without the subscribers, the people who are contributing to this stream. Let's say what's up to Niner Faithful. What's good? Thanks for tuning into the stream, Niner Faithful. He says, ugly game, but we won. Let's go. Yeah, I mean, the offense couldn't really get much going, but credit to the Green Bay Packers. Their defense came to play. That defense did not look like a defense that struggled all year against the run. They came to play against the 49ers. I don't think you could have played much better than the Packers. They were able to bring down Elijah Mitchell. They were able to bring down Deebo. We didn't really have any big runs in this game. I think the biggest run might have been, or I should say the longest run might have been, it was actually Kyle Juszczyk. Kyle Juszczyk had the longest run of the game, which was, I believe, 13 yards. So credit to the Packers defense, man. Their run defense is legit. They came to play, at least in today's game. And, man, got to thank the special teams. Hightower, this game might have saved your job, Hightower, because this game, man, if it wasn't for special teams, I don't know if we would have been able to pull that out, man, because we just couldn't really get much going. The conditions were obviously terrible. Deebo was hurting. Kittle was hurting. Trent Williams, everyone was hurting in this game on both sides of the ball. So, but, man, it feels great to get a win in these types of conditions and head to the NFC Championship game. Dan Castillo, what's good? Dan says we going to the NFC Championship, baby. Absolutely. If you guys are excited for this 49er victory, make sure you hit the thumbs up button. Let me know that you are enjoying the stream, and let me know that you're excited about this Niner team going to the NFC Championship. This is incredible. Who would have known we would have been in this position? And I gotta say, a hot diggity dog from Blue True 49. Blue True says, wow, I thank you 49ers for never giving up. I was texting my buddy. He's not a Niners fan. And after the Packers got up 7-0 and they had that first drive, and he was talking, he was chirping, but I told him, I was like, it's not how you start, it's how you finish. And fortunately, this 49ers defense continued to work. This 49ers defense continued to get pressure on Rodgers. Rodgers never really felt comfortable in the pocket. Bosa got some sacks. Armstead got some sacks. I know there was one other player who had a sack in this game. His name is escaping me right now, but the entire defensive line came through, and they were all playing really well. Samson had a sack. Yeah, Samson. E. Duke had a sack. So, man, that was great to see. Great to see. And Jordan Willis, man, blocked the punt. I wasn't even sure if he was going to play today because he was battling an ankle injury. But, man, and you talk about these moves like John Lynch made, the Jordan Willis trade. You know, we traded for him in Cincinnati in 2020. Man, has that trade paid off. He's been playing really, really well. We have another super chat. David V. Hot diggity dog. What's good? David V says, let's go. Absolutely, man. Incredible win, man. Incredible. I appreciate the donation to the channel, man. I appreciate that. Niner Faithful says, my boy Hufanga, Ward, and Robbie. I love you guys. Yeah, I saw an incredible stat with Robbie Gould. He has never missed a field goal in the playoffs. I believe he's 20 of 20. So Robbie, he's good as gold, man. He came through in the clutch. And, you know, I know there's going to be a lot of talk about Jimmy. Obviously, he didn't have his best game. That INT to Kittle, you know, left a lot to be desired. Why not just throw it away, Jimmy? But that's Jimmy. That's what Jimmy's going to give you, unfortunately. But, hey, he let us down on that last drive. You know, Jimmy played well when he had to. You know, he wasn't getting a lot of help from his receivers at the beginning of the game. There were several drops, but it didn't matter. This team kept fighting, and, you know, the 49ers defense kept us in the game. After that first drive, the Packers offense couldn't do much. They got that 75-yard pass to Aaron Jones, but that was, you know, that was a blown coverage by Jimmy Ward. And fortunately, Jimmy Ward made up for it. But, man, what an incredible victory. We got John in the building. What's good? What's good, John? John says all our points were special teams. Great game, Niners. I mean, who would have thought, John, that special teams had been underperforming all year, and they came up when we really needed them the most with the block punt, the block field goal. Man, the special teams really came through in the clutch when we absolutely needed them. And, man, it was a beautiful thing to see. I know Hightower, the special teams coach, is very proud of his team. Because, man, the special teams was definitely the weak link. And like I said before, credit to the Packers. You know, they slowed down our running game. They didn't really allow any big runs. The longest run they allowed was, I believe, 13 yards by Juszczyk. So, man, you know, great team win. That's for sure. Let's see. We got another super chat. Hot diggity dog. Let's get it. GA. What's good? Thanks for the donation. I appreciate that. Let's get it. GA. He says, congrats on the win, my brother. Y'all special teams was on point. I know, right? The Debo, you know, third quarter return got us great field position. We scored our first points of the game after that kickoff return. The block punt, the block field goal. I don't think we did either of those all year. I don't think we had blocked a punt or blocked a field goal all year. I don't believe. Someone in the chat will have to correct me if I'm wrong, but I don't believe we had done that all season. So, man, definitely players stepped up. They made plays. And, man, it was a beautiful thing to see. It was definitely a nerve-wracking game, the entire game. But the defense really kept us in this game. We slowed down their running game, which I thought we were going to do, make this offense one-dimensional. And when you look at the stats, Devontae Adams and Aaron Jones, those were the only two playmakers of the Packers. And I knew Devontae Adams, he would get his, but D'Amico Ryans did a great job in making adjustments after that first drive. That first drive, Adams was basically single covered the whole time. And then every drive after that, Adams would either get double teamed by the safety. And what made the secondary's job a little bit easier on Adams is the defensive line was able to get pressure on Rodgers. Rodgers never really felt comfortable. But let's be real, though. Neither offensive line could really protect the quarterback. And that was definitely frustrating to see, especially from the 49ers standpoint. You know, Tom Compton, you know, he allowed some sacks. Lincoln Tomlinson, I don't think Lincoln Tomlinson allowed a sack all year in the regular season, but He allowed, I think, at least 2 sacks. So that's definitely something we got to get better at. But credit to the Green Bay Packers and their defensive front, man. They came to play, and they gave us all we could handle. We got Theotis Barber in the building. What's good? Theotis says, who got your back? I got your back. 49ers, bang, bang. That's an excellent commercial, man. Appreciate you for coming through, TB. Hayden Shorts, what's good? Hayden Shorts says, hi, how did you guys just beat the freaking Packers? Well, I think we won the turnover battle. That was one thing I thought. That was one key to victory, I thought, for the 49ers today. We had to win the turnover battle. I think, we got the fumble. Fred Warner forced a fumble. I believe that was on the tight end. And then, of course, we got I think Nick Bosa had a forced fumble, too, on a sack, but I don't think we got the ball back. But I think, we won the turnover battle. Fortunately, we only really had one turnover. That was Jimmy G. But, man, it was, that the Packers gave us all they could handle, man. And I know we gave them all they could handle as well. We got JKS 80s horror fan. What's good? Hot diggity dog. Appreciate that $10. JKS says Jay is SF like the Giants. Where's everyone countered them out? JB said Packers, but he's a good dude. Man, everybody I talked to was taking the Packers to win this game. No one really thought the Niners could win this game. Even on the Fox broadcast, where they have Strahan, Terry Bradshaw, Howie Long. Everyone took the Packers, I think, except Howie Long. I think Howie Long took the 49ers to win by a field goal. But everyone else took the Packers, and they were saying, oh, Packers by 10, Packers by 10. And fortunately, that didn't come to fruition. So, man, incredible victory. Incredible victory, man. Incredible. Let's see. Niners Faithful says we still own Aaron Rodgers in the playoffs. Yep. 4-0, baby. Doesn't look like we regret not drafting him. That's pretty funny. Yeah, that is crazy. Aaron Rodgers has not beaten the 49ers in the playoffs. That drought continues for the Packers. So that's funny how that worked out, man. Let's continue on with these comments. Sean Tuber, what's good? Sean Tuber says, looking good, Jay, after the win. We be happy. Let's go Niners. 100, man. Looking forward to the rest of the week. Hopefully our guys will rest up. Debo was banged up. Trent Williams was banged up. Kittle was banged up. So hopefully, these guys can rest up and we'll be ready for next Sunday, whether it's against the LA Rams or the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. But, man, I'm looking forward to next week. David V, what's good? He says, told you, baby. Samson, man, what a signing. Hey, he had his ups and downs in the regular season, but he's really come on strong in the last month. Samson, he's been a good, solid edge rusher opposite of Nick Bosa, man. So I'm definitely glad that we signed him, David. Dan Castillo says, 1 TD for the Packers at home is crazy. Our defense was on fire. Yeah. I was telling the executive producer of the show, we're doing an excellent job against the Packers. I don't remember the last time the Packers only scored 10 points, especially at home. And the Packers in the regular season were undefeated. So, man, this is incredible to go up to Lambeau and beat the Packers in their home field. But I'm looking at the Packers schedule, and they did score 7 points against the Chiefs in November. But other than that, they've been a really, really good offense. They scored a lot of points this season, and it was a good regular season for the Packers. But, hey, man, we outlasted them. And, man, it is a incredible feeling, that's for sure. But, man, the Packers had a great season, but we just, at the end of the day, we made more plays. We got Job in the house. What's good? Job says, wow, bro, y'all stepped up in the playoffs. Man, some people were saying, hey, we don't want to play the 49ers because, the best things that we do on offense and defense, it travels. On defense, we get after the quarterback. We can sack you with the best of them. On offense, we could run the ball. Like that's something that travels on the road. So, man, it'll be an interesting matchup tomorrow watching the Rams and Buccaneers. I mean, honestly, I don't really want to play the Rams again. I mean, we've already beat them twice. I kind of want to see us play a different team. I would love to face the Buccaneers. Tom Brady's a statue in the pocket. I know he's the GOAT, whatever, but man, Jimmy G versus TB12, man, I would love to see that. But I think the Rams will probably win. They should win, but we'll see. We'll see what happens. But I'm looking forward to definitely to the game tomorrow to see who we play next Sunday. Slump Buster Podcast. What's good? He says, I'm crying, dog. Oh man, I feel you, man. Blue True, I appreciate your Blue True. Blue True says, if you're happy for the win, hit that thumbs up button. Niner Empire, absolutely. R Dominguez, safe travels, man. What's good? 2 words, special teams. I mean, special teams came up. This game will be remembered for the conditions and special teams. One special teams wet the bed. The other special teams took advantage of their mistakes with the block punt, with the blocked field goal. And man, fortunately, the special teams worked in our favor, fortunately. Very, very fortunate. Damian Lee, what's good? Damian says Aaron can get his Jeopardy job back. He's going to have more time to film, right? Tommy Huxley, you were right, man. The Niners won. What's good? He says blow, pack, blow. That's pretty good. I mean, that's pretty good, man. Tommy says, Hayden, your team can't beat the Slackers. We got John in the building. What's good? John gives us a list of reasons or a list of keys for our victory today. He says 1, special teams, absolutely. 2, defensive adjustment, and 3, establishing the run in the second half. Yeah, and the running game, the last 2 weeks, it hasn't really been explosive. Well, I would say Debo running the ball last week against Dallas was explosive. And Mitchell, he hasn't really been able to get those huge gains on the ground, but it really hasn't mattered. As long as we're able to at least get 3 yards a carry. If we do that 3 times, it'll be a 3rd and 1 on 3rd down. And if we execute that, the drive continues. So, man, definitely sticking with the run, has paid off for the 49ers. That is our strength. And shout out to D'Amico Ryans, the defensive adjustment. You're not going to be able to shut down a Devontae Adams, but he really, he was the best player on the field, best offensive player on the field for the Packers, but he didn't really make a huge impact. We were able to keep everything in front. There really weren't any long throws. We didn't really give up anything over the top, except for Aaron Jones. We gave up the pass to Aaron Jones. That was a blown coverage by Jimmy Ward. But other than that, there really weren't any huge plays from the Packers offensive. So on the offensive side of the ball. So D'Amico Ryans did an excellent job. You only give up 10 points to Aaron Rodgers at Lambeau. Hopefully we can keep D'Amico Ryans this offseason, because I know he's taking interviews for other head coaching positions. Man, hopefully we can keep D'Amico Ryans, because, I mean, you can't have a better rookie season than what he's having right now. D'Amico Ryans, the defensive coordinator, that's for sure. Let's see. APW Sports, what's good? APW Sports, I know you are elated as much as 49er fans, because you do not want to see the Packers advance to the NFC Championship game, being a Bears fan. APW Sports says, I loved it. As a Bears fan, I'm so happy y'all pulled off the upset. We are too, man. Absolutely. NYCE, what's good? Appreciate you for coming through, man. He says, Jay, what's good? What a great game. This was a complete team win. Absolutely. Absolutely. Nothing was great. Nothing was perfect. It's hard to do that, especially in the conditions that were at Lambeau Field with the snow, with the cold. It was 0 degrees. Man, I couldn't imagine playing in that or even being there when it's that cold. Crazy. But yeah, I agree with NYC. Complete team win. NYC says only Rex Ryan had the Niners winning, and I believe Howie Long had the Niners winning. And Howie Long predicted that the Niners would win by a game-winning field goal by Robbie Gould, and he was right. Monty Williams, what's good? Monty says, Jay, what's good? Armstead was a beast. Niner game over everything. Absolutely. Armstead had, what do you have? Armstead had 2 sacks, 2 tackles for loss, 6 total tackles. Bosa was also all over the field, 3 tackles, 2 sacks. Samson had 3 tackles, 1 sack, 1 tackle for loss. So yeah, this defense, man, this defense is playing their best football at a time when it matters most right now in the playoffs. Even though we have our deficiencies at the cornerback position, A-Raj couldn't really exploit it because he couldn't get comfortable in the pocket. This defensive line was all over him, man. So, yeah, as I love to say, a secondary's best friend is the pass rush. Stunner Fillmore, what's good? I know you are geeked up for this win, this 49ers victory, man. Thanks for coming through in the stream. We got Aiden Fam in the building. What's good? Thanks for tuning into the stream. He says, congrats on the big win. Hey, I appreciate that, especially coming from a Seattle Seahawks fan, man. I appreciate that. Slump Buster says, game felt claustrophobic, couldn't breathe, and couldn't sit a second. I agree with you, man. I was just on pins and needles, faithful, the entire game on pins and needles. Very, very nerve-wracking. When Jimmy G threw that INT in the first half, I was like, okay, well, that was Jimmy's INT. He's going to do that at least once a game. He got it. He got it out of his system. It sucks that happened in the red zone, but we were able to overcome it with Jimmy Ward blocking that field goal at the end. We were very, very, very fortunate. Crazy Juice in the house. What's good? Thanks for tuning into the stream, Crazy Juice. He says, I can't believe we won that game. I actually thought we were going to lose. I'm just happy we won. Man, when we were only down 7-0 at the end of the first half, I was just thinking all we need is 2 drives, 2 scoring drives. And if this defense can hold the Packers to what they have now, or maybe give up a field goal, we'll be right where we want to be. And that Deebo Samuel third quarter kickoff return really put us in good field goal position. And we were able to at least get a field goal, and we were able to at least put some points on the board. So that definitely helped us. NYCE, Jay, you know what's crazy? You're not going to hear about how bad Rodgers played, but you're going to hear about Jimmy throwing a pick. But Jimmy did what he could. Jimmy took some hits and didn't fumble. I'm glad we won. Yeah, no, I agree. And Rodgers, I mean, I know he missed that throw. So when Dante Johnson went out, Josh Norman came in, and Aaron Rodgers immediately went and threw towards Josh Norman, and he was guarding Devontae Adams. I know Aaron Rodgers had a bad throw there, but I mean, I don't think Rodgers played terribly. He just never felt comfortable. And I don't know why he only really threw to Adam Jones and Devontae Adams. He didn't throw to anyone else really. No one else really made a difference. I mean, Aaron Rodgers, he was only 20 of 29, 225, so it's pedestrian numbers. But I just think he ran into a buzzsaw of a defense, I think that's what it came down to. I mean, and the money down is very important in football. Let's see how the Packers and Niners did on third down. So let's see. So it looks like on third down, the Packers were 5 of 12, which is under 50%. That's around 40%. And the Niners were 4 of 11. So both teams, defenses really played really well. I mean, this Packers defense couldn't have played much better. I don't think they couldn't have played much better. They were playing lights out. Jimmy G did not look comfortable. Tom Compton was allowing sacks. Lincoln Tomlinson was allowing some sacks. We couldn't really open that many holes in the run game, but credit. We kept fighting. That's what it all comes down to. We kept fighting. Jesus, saludos. What's good? Jesus says they're comparing this Niner team to the New York Giants 2007. You agree? I guess we'll see. If we get to the Super Bowl, then yeah, because the Giants were a wild card team. They had 3 straight road wins, and I think they beat the Patriots that year in the Super Bowl, I believe. So we'll see. We shall see. But, we're going to have to win, this next road game in order to get into the Super Bowl. SG Sports Talk is in the building. What's good? I know you're happy about this Niners win, SG Sports Talk, and you predicted the Niners victory. NYCE says, Tom ain't my GOAT. He's got asterisks next to some of his Super Bowls. Interesting. Okay. Well, there's no doubt he's one of the most productive and one of the most accomplished quarterbacks who ever played the game. He may not be the best of all time, but he's one of the most productive and accomplished quarterbacks. Can't really argue that. John says, I feel like the snow helped us out in the second half too. Yeah, it looked like it was hard to get the running backs and the skill guys. It was hard to get their footing. That definitely helped us in the second half. And those turnovers just kill you. Turnovers kill you. When you lose a turnover battle, it's really hard to win a game. And, Green Bay special teams, they allowed a blocked punt. They allowed also a blocked field goal. So, that's basically what 3 points would have been the field goal. And we would have had to score a touchdown toward the end of the game. But fortunately, we didn't have to. All we needed was a field goal. So very, very fortunate. Hey, Zeus, this Niner team has heart since start of season, never gave up. I agree. Completely agree. Never gave up. Credit to Shanahan, the coach, the entire coaching staff, and the players. The Ramilia Sports Report. What's good? Good luck to your team tomorrow against the good old Tampa Bay Buccaneers. I think you guys have an edge in that game. I really don't want to play y'all for the third time. I really want to play a different team. But hey, whoever wins, and let's get it on. So I'm excited. The Ramilia Sports Report says, congratulations at Jay and the Bay. Great win. Niners special teams saved the day. Absolutely. Tommy Huxley is wishing you luck, Rudy. SG says, I would love for the Niners to play the Tampa Bay Buccaneers in the NFC Championship game. That's the matchup I want to see. I've already seen Niners versus Rams twice. Don't really want to see it for a third time. I'd rather play the Buccaneers, go against Tom Brady, prevent him from going to another Super Bowl. I think our defensive line would be a huge problem for that Tampa Bay Buccaneers offensive line and Tom Brady. NYCE, Packers were also undefeated at home this season until we came in and took them chains. Exactly. Exactly, man. We got Scoozy in the building. What's good? If you guys are enjoying this stream and you're happy that the 49ers are going to the NFC Championship, make sure you hit that thumbs up button. I would appreciate it. Scoozy says, amazing game. I completely agree with you. John says, we'll get a third-round pick if DeMeco gets a head coaching position as a minority hire. That's a great point. I didn't think about that. But, man, I hopefully we can keep DeMeco, this offseason because he's doing a hell of a job. But honestly, his stock is at his highest right now. So I don't blame him for, taking that leap and going the Rob Saleh route and going for it and getting a head coaching job, or I should say accepting a head coaching job. But man, he's been brilliant this year. There's no doubt. Hey, Zeus, no more cold weather games for the 49ers. You're probably right because the Rams would be in a dome. Tampa Bay plays outside, but they're in Florida, so it's definitely not going to be snowing in Florida. So, yeah, you're absolutely right. This was the toughest game of our playoffs, I would say, as far as the elements. SG Sports is giving us a prediction. He says Super Bowl 56 will be between San Francisco and KC. Okay. We got one more game to go. We'll see. We got the Rams house in the building. What's good? Man, do you really want to see the Rams and Niners part 3? I really don't want to see that. But, we'll be ready for it. We already know each other really well. And that'll be an exciting matchup because the winner goes to the Super Bowl. So, hey, man, I'm ready for it if that comes to fruition. So let's see. We got Cook Smoke Sports in the house. What's good? Cook Smoke Sports says, let's go, man. We did this. This team is legendary, man. I completely agree. All 3 phases of the game, all 3 at one point in time of the game made plays to win this game. This game obviously will be remembered for the special teams, but man, incredible victory. Incredible victory. We got Jake Jackson in the house. What's good? Thanks for tuning in, Jake. He says, let's go faithful. Absolutely, man. 100. We also have David in the building. What's good? Appreciate you for coming through, David. He says, what's good? Our special teams and defense, top notch. Special teams and defense was definitely top notch today. And you really couldn't ask much more of the defense. They gave all they could, and it showed out there on the field. And, man, incredible performance. Obviously, the offense, hey, they did what they had to do. It wasn't pretty, but they made plays when they had to. That's for sure. We got Mauro Tanaka in the building, the AZ Cardinals fan. What's good? Appreciate you for coming through, man. Appreciate you for coming through, supporting the channel. Andre, what's good? Andre says, Jimmy G ain't pretty, but you married the good girl, not the prettiest one. LOL. That's pretty good, man. I mean, Jimmy, you know, he did what he had to do. You know, hey, in the first half, Jimmy made some good throws. Kittle dropped one. Jennings dropped one. I was surprised the show wasn't involved more. He only had one target, but Jimmy made some throws in the first half, you know, but his receivers, hey, they didn't catch him. So, you know, but Jimmy, 11 of 19, 131 yards, one INT. Definitely not a pretty game, but it was enough. It was enough to win. It was definitely enough to win the game. And at the end of the day, that's all that matters. NYC says, you know who won this game? The cold, LOL, because everyone looked cold. I know, right? Absolutely. Myro says, congrats, but hey, we swept you guys. LOL. Much love, brother. Good luck. As you guys watch from your couch, just like me. That's funny. Hey, appreciate you for coming through, Myro. We got Wi-Fi in the building. What's good? Wi-Fi says, I predicted the 49ers, Bucks, and Chiefs and Bills in championship games before the season started. I'm good. Hey, man, if that's true, you are good. You know what you're talking about, man. NYCE, Tom Brady versus Jimmy G. Can you hear the stories behind this one? If Tampa wins, I think I will have to go to that game. Man, that's going to be interesting storylines. I would just rather play the Bucks just because it's a different team. We've already seen the Rams. We played them already 3 times, or this will be the 3rd time. So, you know, we'll see what happens, though. May the best team win tomorrow. I like that attitude, David. All NFL teams are our house. I like that attitude, man. KD, what's good? I know you are thrilled about this victory, the 49ers over the Packers, 13-10. Yes. Edward, what's good? Edward says, what's good, Jay? How does it feel to have the 49ers play in the NFC Championship game? Believe, Jay, 49ers own Rams home field at Levi South. Hey, I agree, but you know, beating a team, has that ever been done before? One team beating a team 3 times in one season, twice in the regular season and once in the playoffs. Has that ever been done before? I know the Saints and Buccaneers did that last year. The Saints won 2 games in the regular season, but then the Bucs won in the playoffs when it really counted. So, you know, we'll see. I would just rather play a different team. Because we know what to expect from the Rams. We know what they're gonna do, you know. But hey, we'll see. And it feels incredible. I'm on pins and needles, faithful. Can't believe we're in this position. You know, my faith was definitely tested as a 49er fan when we were on that 4-game losing streak at the beginning of the season. Man, it was, yeah. I still can't believe we're here, but once you get in the playoffs, hey, it's whoever is the best team that day for those 60 minutes, and that's why we're in the NFC Championship game. Rams House says, I do want to see. Why do Rams fans want to see the Niners in the NFC Championship game? I don't know why. Why is that? I mean, we beat 6 straight times. We beat y'all. Why do you want to see the Niners? That's crazy. That's insanity. Rams House says, I do want to see Rams versus Niners championship game, obviously to get revenge after all the matchups that went bitter on our end, but we got to beat Tampa Bay. Yep, you got to worry about Tampa Bay first. That's right. Got to worry about TB first. Kimbo, what's good? I agree with you, man. Let's go. Niners fans for life. Absolutely. Absolutely. All right. We got David Edmondson in the house representing that good old real talk, Niner talk. What's good? David says, can we talk about how our special teams came in ranked 31st out of 32? They did a hell of a job tonight. It feels great. Man, who would have thought that the special teams would bail out the entire team? Who would have thought? And as you mentioned, we played a team that had worse special teams than us. I think this was the first time that happened this year, and man, it paid off for the faithful, the Niner Empire. Deebo Samuel with the kickoff, and looked like Deebo was hurt. After Deebo took that big shot by that linebacker, it looked like he was hurting. At first, I was just hoping, hey, he's probably just got the wind knocked out of him. But, I don't want to speculate, but it looks like it's a little bit more than he just got the wind knocked out of him. Hopefully he heals up this week. We're definitely going to need him in the NFC Championship game. And not only Deebo Samuel, the block punt by Jordan Willis. We traded for him last year in the 2020 season from Cincinnati. And then you think about the block field goal by Jimmy Ward. That was a heady play by a crafty veteran. Man, I mean, you couldn't have asked for a better special teams performance than tonight. And then Talanoa Hufanga. We covered that good old block punt. And I was like, get the ball. Everyone was looking all around for the ball. Man, that was incredible to watch. It was nice to be on the winning side of things for tonight, that's for sure. David also says, do you realize if we face the Rams and beat them, not only will it be 7 straight, but it will be 3-0 at SoFi Stadium? Man, that'd be incredible, right? It would be incredible. I want to face a different team, though. I'd rather face Tampa Bay. We've already beaten the Rams 6 straight times. What are the odds that we could do it a 7th? I don't know, but man, I just want to see us play a different team. I just want to see us match up with a different team. Like, clearly we know how to beat the Rams, right? So, I mean, we'll see, man. We shall see. Edward says 49ers want them Rams. Trust me, Stafford instead of Brady. 3-0 at Levi South and 3-0 at Rams. Believe it. I mean, if you look at the Buccaneers' weapons, they're banged up on the offensive line. Their best left tackle, I don't even know if he's going to play tomorrow. Their center is banged up. AB is gone. Godwin is gone. Gronk, they still got Gronk. They got Mike Evans. And that's about it. I don't even know who their running backs are. They've been so banged up. The Buccaneers team is banged up. I would be surprised if they won tomorrow versus the LA Rams, but I would just want to see someone different. That's all. Neither one of them really scares me because obviously we've beaten the Rams, and then with the Buccaneers, we can get after Tom Brady. We can get after him with our defensive front, so that doesn't worry me either. But hey, we'll see. We'll see tomorrow. All eyes will be on that NFC divisional game tomorrow between the Rams and Bucks. John says, how's Jimmy's trade stock, and you see us keeping him if we win the Super Bowl? That's funny. My uncle was asking the same thing. Jimmy's value right now is definitely has leveled up. Jimmy's value is continuing to level up, even though he's not playing great. But this team is continuing to win. It can only go higher. But even if we win the Super Bowl, I just don't see the Niners keeping Jimmy. We should trade him. His value won't be higher after winning the Super Bowl. The Saints need a quarterback. The Broncos need a quarterback. The Giants need a quarterback. The Steelers need a quarterback. There are multiple teams that need a quarterback, and maybe they'll give a second or a third round pick for Jimmy G. And then they'll have their quarterback for the next, 2 or 3 years, So we spent so much draft capital trying to get Trey Lance. There are still glaring areas on this team, particularly the right side of the offensive line, as you saw tonight. And we got to get better at the cornerback position. And Jimmy's got a hefty price tag. With John, he's got a hefty price tag. Man's making $25-26 million a year. I think we should go ahead and trade him to the highest bidder in the offseason. Doesn't matter what happened. That's just how I feel, but we'll see what happens. Rams House says, Rams fans want to face y'all because that means we win versus Tampa Bay tomorrow. There's no other team to play than y'all. Plus, I know we can beat you guys. Just got to play 4 quarters. Interesting. You can beat us after y'all lost 6 straight. Okay. I mean, yeah, hey, any given Sunday, Rams house, but how could the Rams be confident going against the Niners? I don't see it. But I guess you guys, obviously, like you said, you want to play the Niners. That means you beat Tampa Bay tomorrow, which I think you will beat Tampa Bay. We shall see what comes to fruition, Rams house. We got Mark Jackson in the building. What's good? That's very nice to you, Mark Jackson. You're a Cardinals fan, and you're telling a 49ers fan and the 49ers YouTuber, congratulations, man. Appreciate you. He says, congrats, 49ers fans. Looking for a Niners-Rams NFC Championship. All right. Appreciate the kind words, SG Sports Channel. You know I'm in the locker room. You see it behind me. You know I'm here, man. Let's see. We got Football Fan 28 in the house. What's good? Football Fan says, icing on the cake. Last field goal attempt. Packers had 10 guys on the field. Wow, I didn't know that. LOL. Sums up Packers special teams for the season. By the way, that was after a timeout too. Wow. I did not know that, man. That's crazy. We got the Cardinal Rule in the building. An AZ Cardinals fan. What's good? Appreciate you coming through to the stream, telling me congrats on the win, man. I appreciate that. You are too kind, the Cardinal Rule. I appreciate you, TCR. Edward says Jimmy just needs to finish strong to get one pick. Jimmy just needs to finish strong to get one pick. Well, hopefully in the NFC Championship game, I mean, I keep saying it every week. Can you play a clean game all 4 quarters, Jimmy? But I don't know if he has that in him. But if this defense keep playing like they're doing, we're going to have to overcome Jimmy. Let's see. SG Sports says they should have a special tribute video for Tom Brady before the game, as they are going to be facing the Niners in the NFC Championship game. You think so, SG? I guess we'll see what happens. Football Fan 28 says Jimmy G to the Broncos is fitting. It's like the perfect transition from scrub lock, below average Teddy, and then average Jimmy. Yeah, I mean, I think that would be a good trade, especially if you slide over a first or second round pick. We'll definitely take that off your hands for Jimmy. We can do that trade absolutely when the offseason comes. But yeah, I think that would be the 49ers' best course of action. Trade Jimmy. His value won't be any higher. And we already have the quarterback in waiting in trade area. So make that happen. Darsh TV, what's good? Appreciate you coming through to the stream, Darsh. Hope all is well, man. I think you want to say congratulations to the faithful, the Niner Empire. I appreciate you coming through, man. But this was a great victory. I plan on having a live stream tomorrow night with a special guest, just waiting to confirm that guest. But we will be talking about the 49ers victory, of course, tomorrow night. It'll probably be around 7:30 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. Don't you worry, faithful. That thumbnail will be coming up shortly. We'll talk about the game tomorrow night with my special guest. And also, we'll talk about who we'll be facing, because we'll know by tomorrow night whether we'll be playing against the Rams at SoFi Stadium or if we'll be playing in Tampa Bay. So make sure you guys tune in to Jay and the Bay tomorrow night, 7:30 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. And if you haven't, like the video. And also, if you haven't already, make sure you subscribe to Jay and the Bay. And check me out also, Twitter, IG. Appreciate all the support. But this has been an incredible night. I'm glad we were able to get this victory. We had a lively chat in here tonight. I appreciate all the support. Shout out to everyone who gave a super chat. I think we had Blue True. We had JKS. We had Let's Get It GA. We had David V63. Believe those were the super chats. Much appreciated. But let's see. NYCE says, I think Jimmy G wants to see Tom Brady. Belichick was ready to get rid of Tom to start Jimmy, so that will be a great game. I agree. Great storylines, man. Incredible storylines. Edward Brito says, great live and blessings. Hey, I appreciate that, Edward. Darsh TV says 49ers versus Rams, and 49ers advance to Super Bowl, but lose to Chiefs. I guess we'll see, man. I guess we shall see. But just the fact that we're even talking about the 49ers in the playoffs is, man, that's incredible to see after this team was on a 4-game losing streak. Man, that's incredible that we're even in this position. That's credit to the staff, credit to the players for never giving up. NYCE says, so wait, MVP should go to Debo now because our MVP beat their MVP. That's, hey, I like what you did there. I like what you did there, man. We got Ben in the house. What's good? Thanks for tuning in, Ben. He says, I lost hope of winning in the first half. After the pocket collapsed fast, tight end, wide receiver dropped the catch. Lucky we win. Yeah, I mean, Jimmy made some throws in the first half, but his receivers couldn't corral the passes. But, hey, we still kept fighting. And the special teams and defense really bailed us out in this game. And the 49ers offense made plays when they really had to, like that last drive, in the fourth quarter to set up the winning field goal by Robbie Gould. Also, the first half, not the first half, but the second half, the first drive of the second half after Debo had that 50-yard kick return. The offense did enough just to get a field goal. So, hey, the offense did just enough to get this victory. SG says the best part of the NFC Championship game is when they receive the trophy. That is a magnificent trophy. Also, when they get the new NFC Championship hats, those will be nice as well. SG says, I would love to see Jimmy G. I'm going to Disney World after they win Super Bowl 57 over the Kansas City Chiefs. All right, man. All right, man. Darks TV, hats off to the 49ers defense, man. They played incredible. NYCE says, great show, Jay. Appreciate the kind words, and thanks once again for you doing what you do. Catch you next time. Go Niners. Hey, same to you, NYCE. Hopefully I can catch you tomorrow night in the live stream. West Coast 49ers. What's good? What an incredible victory tonight. Niners. Exactly. Incredible victory. Hopefully you all can join me tomorrow night. We will continue to talk about the game and also talk about, we'll probably preview our upcoming opponent in tomorrow night's live stream as well. Hopefully everyone have a great rest of your night. It is a victory Saturday. It is a victory weekend. What could be better, faithful? But everyone have a great rest of your night. Thanks for watching. Jay intheBay, Facebook, YouTube, Twitter. I'll see you guys hopefully tomorrow night. Thumbnail should be coming up soon. And thanks for watching your boy, Jay intheBay. I will see you guys in the next one. Go Niners. This is on to the NFC Championship game. What could be better, faithful? Let's get it.